Good morning, everyone. Today we're starting a new halacha. It's Siman Reish Memchet 248. Din hamaflig v'sfina v'olech b'shayera b'Shabbat uvod dalet tzifim. We have 4 chapters. We're talking about what cases that people are traveling, maybe for mitzvah, parnasa, a trip, and the problem is that it travels also in Shabbos. Are you allowed or you're not allowed? So first, the mishnah brurah brings us a hakdama. Hakdama is introduction. That we have 6 or 7 views over here. Depends. What is the reason that we're forbidden to travel with the boat in Shabbos? So the first view is the Razor. He says we're afraid maybe the Jewish people, because of Pikuach Nefesh, and like he put himself in Mokum Sakon, he puts himself in a dangerous place. That's why, and we're afraid that the Jewish person will have to do some work in Shabbos, and he leads him towards that. That's why it's forbidden to start to go involved in traveling in Shabbat with the boat. That's the first view. Second view is the Shita Saramban, that most of the people are travelers are Jews. So it's like he makes a Jew, like he makes a condition that what? That he'll do the job, that the Gentile will do a job for Jew. That's also. The third view is the Rach. He says because of Tchumim. It means they have gone from one boundary to another boundary. Because if the water is very low, less than 10, that's called, Tchum, that's a problem. And that's the chashash, but most of the time in the sea, it's very high. But maybe at certain areas that it's very low. The fourth view is the Riv and the Ram. Why it's also because you don't have Oinik Shabbos. Shabbos time to rest. And now comes out you're not resting. Why you're not resting? Because the boat is moving, and also you have the smell, the bad smell of the water. So the chol will come out sweet water, maybe it'll be mutter. The fifth shita is shitas teisves, and I have a high good. It says why with zero? Because chavit shel shayatin. They're going to take like a small a small jar, and to go in the water. So that's the gzeir, and then we'll travel, we'll fix it, and v'chule v'chule v'chule. And it's another time that the Tosfos brings. It's not put in the mishnah brurah. Because maybe he himself will be leading the boat, and then there's a problem. Because if you lead your boat 4 amas in kamlis, so then it's a problem. So what is the boundary of kamlis? That way, Hashem will learn. What is boundary? What is Rishus Haramim, public domain? What is private domain? What is Rishus Mokum Ptur? What is kamlis? This is already a whole section, but let's say that we understand that. Anyhow, according to some of the views, like we said, the Rezor, the Ramban, the Rach, what is the reason that the first 3 days of the week, the first 3 days of close to Shabbos, then it's also. Why? Because you have to watch it. You should not come towards Chilul Shabbos. You have to hold yourself not to get lead towards Chilul Shabbos. But if it's before the 3 days, so then it's considered connecting to the Shabbos before. So you don't have that warning that you shouldn't come to do any Chilul Shabbos. But according to the other views, because of Bitul Onik Shabbos, you're not going to enjoy your Shabbos. So the first 3 days, you have tzar, you have the pain, also the smell. But after 3 days, your body gets used to the water. Your body gets used to the smell, so it doesn't affect you. You don't lose the joy of Shabbos. And and according to the last view of Tosfos, because chavit shel shayatim, so you have to do a heker. First, the 3 days the close to Shabbos is not heker, but then it's a heker that is not going to do it. Okay. So let's now read the halacha of maflik bin Shabbos in a boat. Now we're studying halacha. That was introduction. Now we're studying the halacha. Halacha aleph. Mutar leaflig besfina afilu be'erev Shabbat. You're allowed to go in a boat even on Shabbos. Im olech ledvar mitzvah. If he goes for a mitzvah. Uposek imo shishbot. But he has to make condition. The what? That he's not gonna, he's going to stop in Shabbos. Yeah? And the minute he did that, then it doesn't, he's allowed to go in it. Yeah? Ve'im achar kach lo yishbot, en bekach lo. If the Gentile didn't listen, and he didn't stop, it's not your problem. But if he told in the beginning, I'm not going to stop, then it's a problem. Aval idvar reshut, you want to go on a trip, you want to have a sightseeing, you want to... אין מפליגים בספינה בפחות משלושה ימים קודם השבס. But for דבר הרשות, just for joy or whatever it is, then the 3 days close to Shabbos, you're not allowed to what? To go in a boat. Now, how do you count the days? So there we have a machlokas between the brurah and the other views. Is you count the Shabbos, Friday, Thursday, or you count it Wednesday, Revi, Chamishi, Shishi. Shabbos you don't count it. So this is how you count already the 3 days close to Shabbos. Hagoy. Aval koidim shloshim, says the Ramah, shori, you're allowed. Afilu b'sfina shemushchut al yedei behemot. Even if a boat that they carried with animals. That's what they used to do, you know, maybe the water is not that high. V'afilu begova amayim myself when it doesn't have 10 tfochim. V'afilu mokum sheyitztarech Yisrael, even a place that the Jewish person will have to what? Even though the Jewish person will have to do some work in Shabbos, before the 3 days you don't have any obligation, any reason not to do it. If it's a very short trip, that you can do in 1 day, you're allowed to come Friday morning and you get them on time of Shabbos. Because you can get there before Shabbos. In places that the custom is not to go of Shabbos, so you don't go of Shabbos. You're not allowed to go of Shabbos. So let's summarize what we learned over here. We have going in a boat for the tzorich mitzvah, then it's allowed, yeah? And even about all those boundaries for mitzvah, you're allowed to do it before Shabbos, even in the 3 days. But he has to make a condition with the Gentile that he shouldn't travel at Shabbos. But if it's before 3 days, then you don't have to do even condition. What happened if the Gentile didn't keep the conditions? Yeah, he told him to stop, and he didn't listen. So it's not your problem.
Sometimes it's a big boat; they cannot stop the one.
Okay, so then if in the case the water you cannot stop it, yeah, and the Gentile tells I'm not going to stop it.
In the middle of the ocean.
So a lot of poskim said it's not a problem. You have to tell him. He does whatever he does.
No, depends on what kind. Sometimes you
He
travel.
said even travel, yeah.
Weeks and months.
So then go before the 3 days. Don't go. Go Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
I'm talking.
You start to travel.
They take a couple of weeks.
Okay, so I said, but you have to start traveling before Shabbos, 3 days before Shabbos. Now, some people say, let's say bar mitzvah, that you have tzar, let's say a doctor, you're allowed to do even in Shabbos, but yeah, even though you cannot make a condition because he's traveling in Shabbos. What happens if you travel not for mitzvah, just pleasure, whatever it is? So here we bought that what before the 3 days you can do it. There's no problem. In the 3 days, it's forbidden. We said Yom Revi. Thursday, it's a question. It's not going to say before Shabbos. It's going to say after Shabbos. That's the machlokes, the brurah and the other views. What happens if it's more than 3 days? Then it's allowed. Yeah, even if you have all those conditions. What happens if you have a small trip, as we said? So then even in Shabbos, you go in the morning, you get there in the afternoon, then there's no problem. General, yeah. And for sure, if it's 2 days, traveling 2 days, and you get Yom Chamishi, then there's no problem. A place that the custom is not to travel on Erev Shabbos, don't travel now. This is how that's practical to us. By a bus. You know, some people travel in buses. They go the last minute, and the Chaz Hashem, you know, what about the driver? You have a couple of problems. First, the driver is going to drive, if it's Jewish, he's going to drive on Shabbos to go home. Second of all, someone can be stuck in traffic, and you go, let's say, half an hour before Shabbos, an hour before Shabbos, can be stuck. So that's why you have to really, you know, the takana was in Yerushalayim, you know, not everybody keeps it. Not to try after 12 o'clock, you know, after Chatzos, try to, you know, get yourself to the area before the time so you don't actually get involved and get stuck in Shabbos. Tomorrow, we talk about traveling in the sea, you know, it's big. What happened in Neharot, rivers, that we'll see tomorrow what's the halacha in rivers. I want to wish everyone a good day today.